Welcome Lone Star Conference fans. We are All Access, and this week joining us is Assistant Commissioner Jay Poerner. Jay, thanks for joining us. Great to have you. As you know, this week is Lone Star Conference week, so we wanted to catch up with all the members on staff here and just talk a little bit about their responsibilities. So could you give us a little bit of background on your role for the conference?
Okay. Yeah, as Assistant Commissioner for Compliance and Internal Operations, I work with our member institutions, obviously assisting them with any conference and NCAA rules interpretations. I act as a liaison between our institutions and the NCAA academic and membership affairs staff, and basically work with our institutions and work with the NCAA on any type of interpretive issue. Along with that, do a number of different things, work with assist institutions with filing waivers with NCAA, obviously handle different aspects of all our conference compliance reporting, eligibility reports and stuff like that, handle all hardship waivers, coaches certification test, on and on and on. And then in my free time, I like to try and do a little bit of educational work, try to send out some educational information to our schools and help them from that end.
Very good. Very important role for the conference. Can you give us a little bit of your background and how you came to be in athletic administration and maybe some of your playing experiences as a Division I basketball student athlete?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be a basketball student athlete at SMU, and afterwards had a little bit of an opportunity to play basketball after college, which was a great experience. Then when I got out of college, got done playing, I kind of had a feel that I wanted to get in this business, and just happened to know a former commissioner of the Lone Star Conference, who was a commissioner of the Southwest Conference in my playing days, and had gotten in contact with him, and he was just really fortunate that he allowed me to kind of get my start in this business. Basically let me come in as kind of a glorified intern, and started working with him. At that time he was working with two different conferences, a Division II conference, the Lone Star Conference, and a Division III, the American Southwest, and he immediately put me to work, had me working in the area of compliance and working with institutions on different issues and interpretive issues. So just kind of got my feet wet doing that, and it kind of snowballed into this.
Very good. Commissioner Wagner's talked a lot the last couple of weeks about some new initiatives for the Lone Star Conference, and this being an important year. What are some projects that you're working on, and specifically in the area of compliance?
Yeah, well, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, I try to do a lot of educational items, try and help our schools with things that they can use for coaches, rules education, and educating their coaches and staff. That way, they're extremely busy on campus, have a lot of things going on, so I try and assist them in that area. So a couple of the areas I'm really working on this year, trying to look at some new initiatives. We've always done conference calls, which are really helpful. Try and do monthly newsletters that they can use to get in front of coaches and staff members. And then this year, trying to expand that a little bit and go into doing some new social media. Started an LSC Twitter account with the help of a gentleman named Johnny Rulebooks, trying to get some help to get more information out to coaches, try and reach them in different ways and get more information out to coaches and boosters that way. And then doing a compliance blog this year. This hopefully going to be able to just kind of help me get more information out there on kind of timely issues or hot button issues, maybe even national issues that are going on. Both those areas will kind of help me, just gives me another avenue to get information out, and hopefully maybe even be a little bit more subjective and, getting information out there and getting some opinions out there.
We look forward to hearing more about that all year long. This has been another Lone Star Conference All Access.